Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are driving on the Southern Coastal Highway and we're going to take a look at what's going on at this section of the highway, because you've heard it on the news so many times. Persons in the area complaining about the road conditions. You hear bus and taxi operators say they're pulling their service because the road is so bad. So we're going to take a look at this section of the highway to see what's going on. Now, the entire project is to build a highway from Harborview to Port Antonio, or from Harborview in Portland to, Harborview in St. Andrew to Port Antonio in Portland. It's been built in phases. Phase 1A will take you from the Harborview Bridge to the Yalos Bridge, which is where we are now. So phase 1A is being done completely by China Harbor Engineering Company, and this is where phase 1A ends, at the Yalos Bridge. So it ends right there. Now, the main contractor for the entire project is China Harbor Engineering Company, but certain phases they have subcontracted out the work to local contractors. So where we are now is phase 1B. And this is one of the sections where persons are complaining about the road conditions. So basically it reached a point where persons were blocking the road, they were threatening workers. So the Prime Minister had to intervene. The local contractors and the Prime Minister had a meeting to discuss what was going on, because our residents were complaining, and this is the main road we are on. This is a main road, okay? And you see the state of the road that persons have to drive on, and it gets worse than this, I can tell you. So the residents were very upset, and they sent a letter to the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister through the National Works Agency, because NWA is in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation now, and they are responsible for all the main roads in Jamaica. So the ministry had a meeting with the Prime Minister, and then the local contractors were brought in to ask what's going on. The residents' complaints were addressed, and basically the subcontractors say one of the reasons why the road work is taking so long is because the ministry, or the NWA, is taking too long to give them approvals. They are at a financial disadvantage because the road work is taking so long, and they must get paid by China Harbor Engineering Company because they are the ones who subcontracted them. I mean, at one point the residents had no water because the road was dug up to lay new pipes, and the water just wasn't connected back. That's one of the things the residents were complaining about. But the main grouse that the residents had was the condition of the road and how long it was taking to be done. So the contractors, and there are 10 local subcontractors, they were saying that sometimes it's not their fault because they have to wait to get their approval from the NWA. And also another thing that has slowed down the project is that, for instance, this part we're at, the highway is going to run along the existing roadway. So you have to move, and the existing roadway is 2 lanes, and you're going to change it into 4 lanes. So you have to remove persons' house, land, store. Structures have to be removed, and over 600 structures have to be removed for this highway to be built. And you can't just tear down people's property. You have to go through a process, and the contractors are saying that process is taking longer than anticipated, and they can't just go and tear down the property. They have to wait until they get approval to do it, and that's another reason why the highway is taking so long. So the Prime Minister met with them, and he heard their concerns, and he, through the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, or the NWA, was to contact China Harbor Engineering to address it. Now that was months ago. Nothing new has come about, and you can see that no road work is going on in this section. We're driving on the road and nothing is being done. As to why, I have no idea. But section 1A from Harborview to the Yalos Bridge, which is being done by China Harbour Engineering Company, you can see road work being done. A lot of sections of the road you can actually drive on the new highway. This section, which is being done by local contractors, you don't see any sign of road work going on. You don't see a tractor. We haven't seen anything. And this is the state that the road is left in. This is the state that of the road that people have to use every day. And at some sections, as you get into Yalos, it gets even worse. We have videos up of that section, and just look for the title, Worst Roads in Jamaica. When persons say what they're driving on is literally a riverbed, they were not exaggerating, because it gets worse than this. So this is Yalos now. On the right, that's where you go to the Yalos High School. And you can see the dust. Look at the dust that is coming, that is being created because of the condition of this road. That's another thing that the residents were complaining about, is that the project is taking so long. And look, as this car drives over the, I guess it's the asphalt, you're going to see the amount of dust